Alright, so that is all the door aperture and rear quarter done. Now the secret I had was I've got to replace the boot panel in full, because I'll show you this. When I was cutting off the rear quarters both sides, the lip, there's rust all down this part right in the corner both sides, and when I've cut the rear quarter off, there's almost nothing left of the seam lip, and it's bad enough. Let me get a torch. So I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty much gone there. Pretty much all the way down to about there on this one, and on this side the same again. There's just not enough there to be able to spot weld to. Yeah, so that's really annoying, because I did the bottom repair lip, which was like 140 odd quid, I think, maybe near 180 quid. And then so I've had to pay out another 200 odd quid for the rear full panel. So yeah, I didn't want to do that, but I didn't have any choice really. It's I've just got nothing to spot weld to, so I've unstitched it through the window, and I only put a few spot welds in the bottom lip anyway, so I've undone all that. So all I've got to do now is just put the cuts through there, and then off it comes. Really annoyed about that. So here we go. Now, what I did do, before I did that, I put markers in the centre, there and there, marked them both equally on the rear parcel shell, and then taken measurements at each point and written them on the top, just so I know when I put the new panel in that it's in the right place. What a shame. What an absolute shame. What a shame. It's just nothing there, look. Same on that one, just nothing. What a shame, eh? And back to square one. The line, the panel lines on these are truly awful. That's where the crease should be, and it's not even creased. Right, so the rear boot panel is all out of shape. I'll just show you what's. So I've had to play around with this side because the lines, the natural lines here didn't line up with them. So I've just tapped this around a bit and got that roughly where that needs to be, so that one's fine. But the other side is absolutely horrendous. I mean, just look at that. I just don't know what they're thinking. And I've got to now try and flatten it out and reshape that with the limited reshaping stuff that I've got, because I need to maintain at the bare minimum. I've got 368 here, and the very bare minimum is 366. Now I've measured the rear screen, and I've measured a rubber, and the rear screen's 350, and then the rubber inside piece of the rubber is 8mm, so that's obviously 16mm, so that's going to be tight. And I can trim probably a millimetre or two off of this middle bit if I need to, but it was 368 to begin with, so but it's just awful, absolutely awful. I don't know. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm gonna play around with that and try and get that somewhere near. I mean, it looks like it's about 10mm out. So yeah, you have to bear with us. I'll turn the camera off, do a bit of beating, and then come back. Right, so I've now done the final cut on both ends. I think what I'm going to do is tack it in place in a few areas, and then I'm going to have to beat it a little bit more. I've got both sides there or thereabouts, so I've cleaned up all the edges. Yeah, it's just shocking really. So basically, I need to just fill in some holes on both of them, clean up the inside, spot weld that. I'm just going to let that sit in position for probably till tomorrow, just because we're about to adjust this. Seems to have made that longer, and so if I just clamp it at the bottom, this bulges out. So I'm just going to leave that all clamped overnight and just see if it kind of stays in that position, you know. Other than that, got that to weld on there, these tabs to weld on, and then Bob's your uncle, finish your aunt, back's done. Till tomorrow. There's the back end done. Well, apart from a bit of clearing up here and there, but yeah. I've just got to plug weld these on, and then that is the back end done. So onto the front end. That is a good achievement. I've got some fanning around to do there. We'll need a skimmer filler, but it's not too, it's much better than I thought. Really coming together now. Won't be long, and then all this is all spot welded in, and a few plug welds here and there. Still got to do the repair here, which we'll do when we do the front end. Doors fit okay. I say front end, and there's just a bit of cleaning up. So see you on the next bit.